Hey guys, how are ya? Not sure if anybody's going to show up. I'm just hopping on. I'm sure a lot of you guys are with family, friends, maybe doing some Black Friday shopping. Just wanted to share a Thanksgiving message with you guys, inspired by my sister-in-law. I'll just give it a second, see if anyone wants to pop in. Hold on here. Hold on, guys. All right, I guess I'll just deliver a message. Hey, Maxie. Little Pomeranian. Hey, Maxie. All right, so I'm just hopping on, wishing you guys a belated Thanksgiving. But again, Thanksgiving isn't just one day of the year. We can give thanks, and we do give thanks in every moment and appreciation and the way we live our life. What's the matter? You want to say hi? No. Hey, Leona. Good evening, guys. Hey, Miranda. Thank you for joining. So I'm hopping on. Obviously, I didn't hop on yesterday, and I don't hop on unless I'm inspired, and I was busy cooking and with family and everything and just going about my Thanksgiving. And I always ask if there's a message that you want me to bring forth, Spirit, let me know. Well, today, a very beautiful message came through via my sister-in-law. And so she was spending Thanksgiving with us, and she's a very beautiful, pure, authentic soul who does not know her own light. And sometimes we have these little deeper spiritual talks, and she asks and wants to share things with me and her struggle in connecting with spirit and feeling that she's not being all that she's meant to be, or that she's lost her spark and she feels lost. And we've all experienced moments like that where we feel kind of, when we're in a null, we're in a null. That's all I can describe it, kind of in a void, kind of in a cocoon. And I was just sharing with her my thoughts and feelings of my own experiences, because she goes, do you ever just feel off? And I'm like, hell yeah. I feel off a lot. But I said, that's beautiful, Stephanie, because you're expanding. It feels sort of like being in that darkness and in a cocoon before you go through a transformation or insight. I said, you're in your cocoon. You're in the process of expanding. And I said, you have changed and you're transforming. So nothing on the outside is going to inspire you like it used to. You're not attached to that in ways that you used to be. You don't have the same expectations. You're not the same person. You're not the same frequency. And a lot of times when we go through those transformations, we do feel a sense of loss. And it's almost like a sense of grief. It's almost like being disconnected from a piece of ourselves when we're in those places, because we look at a subconscious or unconscious level for our affirmation in our life about ourselves. We look for that affirmation in our outside world. And we do feel lost when we have gone through changes in life and energy shifts, because nothing on the outside has that same feel, because we're changing and so is our outside simultaneously. We're connecting to a deeper, and I don't mean to lesser surfacing and deeper. It's all serving us. It's all part of us. But we're going through a transformation where it's allowing a deeper part of us, our soul, our heart, to come forth. And it's not going to be found in the same places that we were taught. It's not going to be through the same connections. It's not going to even be in the way that we live out our holidays, or the way that, God, I remember going to my dad's one time for Christmas, and he said something, and he says, it just doesn't feel like Christmas anymore. That was a long time ago. And it was kind of sad, because what he meant by that is, it's twofold. Christmas isn't going to be the same as it was when you were a kid and growing up and maybe starting out with your younger family. You've got those expectations. You see through the kids' eyes and they grow up, or your brothers and sisters move apart. They have their own families, or your parents pass on. So Christmas doesn't feel the same. Whoops, my headphones are dying. And I think he was looking for that affirmation of the way he used to connect on the outside, like a lot of us do when we go through stuff. But we gotta really like accept and take it for how we are in the moment, like without that expectation and without that judgment, and finding the beauty and magic in it. Hey Kimmy, happy Thanksgiving. So the what I'm getting at here is, so my sister-in-law was just sharing and exchanging, and I got this beautiful message from her today. Hey Sarah, thank you for joining, Sarah Marie. Please share out, guys, if you don't mind. I'm just hopping on, and I will pull you guys some angel messages after for sharing out, or if you want a personal or you feel like donating, I stuck my PayPal up there. But either way, I'll be delivering some messages. So she sent me this beautiful message today, and it was so profound, so simple but profound. She was, like I was just saying, in her own lost space, and not feeling a little lost, feeling a little off. And we're always going to feel a little off center, off kilter as we go through these transformations and things on the outside, like my dad, not getting that same feeling from the outside reflection because you're still basing it on an old frequency. And that old frequency was beautiful, and it's lived that moment, and it was the most beautiful thing when you were there. But what we do sometimes is we try to hold on to those moments, those Thanksgivings, those Christmases, those birthdays, those even family vacations and things we do as a tradition, and it's so beautiful. But after a long time, sometimes it's not generating that same feeling because something within us is calling for expansion and calling for something more, in a way that is more reflecting that new awareness, consciousness, feeling. Life is always evolving and expanding. Life is always reflecting that, but we are so sometimes attached to those old feelings, and we want that. We want that excitement. So she was saying, I just don't feel excited anymore. I don't really know if I'm doing what I'm supposed to. My heart isn't singing. My soul doesn't feel that excitement or alive or passion. And we've all been there. And like I said earlier, well, you're in that expansion. You're in that cocoon before you expand. So she wrote me this morning, and she was saying how she's always prayed to, and she was telling me this last night as well, she wants to connect with her spirit guide. She wants to, like all of us, we really yearn. This is so beautiful because we can all relate to this. So we yearn for that. Know who our guides are, know who our angels are, who's there for us on the other side. I want to talk to them. I want to communicate with them. I want to share with them. I want to know who my guides are, who's with me. And what she shared with me, she said her heart was so, as she was overflowing with love. And she said, she says, I'm just melting as I write this. She says, I've always wanted to know Mary and Jesus and my spirit guides and my angels. And she said, I had an epiphany. She says, what I realized is my guides and my angels are my husband, my sister-in-law, my best friend. Those are all my spirit guides delivering me my messages I need. And she said, you really hit a note in me, she said, when we were talking. And after we were done talking, I felt sort of like I didn't give her enough to satisfy her. And I was just being myself. And my message is, our angels and our guides and our spiritual connections aren't just on the other side. They're each other. They're Kimmy, they're Gina painting those pictures. They're Sarah, they're Teresa. And it was so beautiful because I'm like, yes, we are all reflecting our guidance from one another that we need. We're all angels and messengers from each other all the time. Just that sometimes we cling on to something that isn't right before us, thinking it's better, thinking it's more magical. Like my dad saying Christmas isn't what it used to be. He was clinging for that thought that wasn't before him, that thought, that expectation, that belief. But really, all of our answers and all of our messages and all of our guidance come from each other. We're all guides for each other, and we really give that for one another when we're authentic to ourselves, when we're just speaking not from a book or something that we are striving for ourselves, but when you just speak from your own heart, because our hearts are connected. Our hearts are the strings of love that connect each other. We speak and reflect exactly what we need for one another. And I thought it was really beautiful because I felt kind of like, oh, geez, I'm no help. But after our talk, she said, I was pondering it and reflecting, and I felt so good. And it just gave me affirmation. So, you know, in a way, I was like a spirit guide for her, but she also was a spirit guide for me by sending me that message. And all we really need to be and do is just be our authentic self. Speak from your heart, speak what you feel. And she was sharing with me, she went to have a reading done, and her reading told her she had attachments, and life has been very unfair. And she had this spiritual attachment that that attached to her, clung on to her from childhood. And she told me that this woman told her lots and lots and lots of things. What they did is they lit a candle, and the woman stared at the candle, and Stephanie stared at the candle. And that woman revealed a lot of things to Stephanie that she didn't speak of, didn't do cards and stuff, just knew. And she told her that she had two attachments, and one attachment, it was she gained. She didn't know where it was, maybe a cemetery or whatever. And that kind of bothered Stephanie. And as she left that place, Stephanie, this is how beautiful it is. So that spirit that was attached to her, and I'll get more into that in a second. But what Stephanie did is she was speaking to that spirit from her heart, and she was saying, you know, spirit, I don't know where you came from, but it's really not right of you to take someone else's energy. It's really not right of you. I know you're in pain. This is her talking to that spirit in her mind after seeing that lady. And she goes, it's really not right of you. And I know you're in pain, but I would love to just help you cross over to the light and just the release or whatever. So Stephanie was sharing this with me. And as she was sharing this with me, I'm like, oh my God, that is so beautiful of you. You're so pure. It's so beautiful for you not to be mad at the spirit. But she was a little bit mad, telling it wasn't right, but she did it from such a compassionate place. And then I felt that spirit's energy, whatever that energy was, whether it literally was a spirit attached, but I kind of believe it's a piece of Stephanie that needed to be integrated, that was separate from her. Because again, I believe even spirits are reflecting our energies. But that spirit came forth, and it was just, as she told me this, I felt my heart open up and melt. And I'm like, Stephanie, you helped that spirit. That spirit is telling me right now, it so appreciates what you did for him or her, spirit, or whatever form or earthbound energy that spirit was still holding on to earth. And I could feel it. And she did not realize that she was an angel. She was a guide for that spirit, just through being compassionate and being a little bit teed off. And that's good, because she's expressing herself and saying, hey, it's not right of you. I understand you're in pain and blah, blah, blah. And she connected at the heart and soul of that spirit, and it released it. And I could feel that, because that spirit then came through me in the conversation. And I shared all of this with Stephanie, and she goes, really? You think so? I did that? And I'm like, absolutely. I can feel it in me. And that spirit is sharing that with me to share with you right now. And her knowing that she did that, then she was thinking about it, and then she got all excited. And then, when you have one little insight, it just snowballed into all of this inspiration and beauty and love. And she's like this new person this morning. And I was telling Stephanie too, I'm like, Stephanie, it's just like what they say, what you do unto others, you do unto yourself. And you relayed in love to that spirit, and you actually released a part of yourself in that part of you that you felt wasn't worthy or doing enough or being enough, and all of that, because you already are all of that. Be gentle and patient with yourself. I was trying to share with her and sharing my own experiences. And because she did that for the spirit, she healed a part of herself, I feel, and she integrated a piece of herself. And whenever we are reflecting energies for one another as a guide, as an angel, it gives us an opportunity to integrate a piece of ourselves. So we all are truly, truly angels and guides for one another. It's nothing outside of us or beyond comprehension and something we need to attain. It's just there for us if we just allow what's present and right before us. Yeah. And so many people, like, and it's not that we don't have angels and guides and all of that in spirit, because we do as well, but sometimes we miss what is right before us by searching for something that isn't like right before us. And obviously, when you go into meditation and relax, I was sharing with her about how active meditation opens me up and calms my mind and gets my energy moving. And then, connecting with the breath and the air and the fresh air or freezing air or whatever, sea air outdoors, that's kind of connects me and makes me open to receive. And I was also speaking and we were discussing about frequency. And I said, Stephanie, and this is just what I was sharing with her as far as her not feeling good. I says, don't focus on trying to achieve something right now. Just focus on what makes you happy, Stephanie. What makes you most peaceful, content? It doesn't have to be high flying, he, ha, ha. But what can you do for yourself to nurture yourself? Because it's your frequency that is going to kind of dictate the messages that you're open to receive. So as your frequency rises, you're just doing something out of self-love and self-nourishment. You're going to reflect that guidance, that energy to be reflected, like Gina just was saying, to you, reflecting that earth angel part of you right back to you. And we all know these back to basics, but I just thought it was really beautiful, because sometimes when someone shares something and they're sharing it in a certain frequency, it hits you differently. We can say one sentence a million different ways, but the energy behind the words is what matters. Like you can say, just even the swear word, the F word, it can sound really like angry and bad and like you're cursing someone, or it can be like, fuck yeah, like high frequency. So it's not even the word you're saying, it's the energy. And I know you guys know that you are putting behind it. So when I share messages, it's nothing you guys don't already know. I know that, but I don't know. I was just inspired to share that, because her frequency, I got something different from it. Hey, Louise. It was a perfect heart, and she was able to even pick up on it and hold it. Oops, I must miss something here. FYI, my daughter just pointed out a heart shape in the dish soup. and we went walking. She wasn't with us this morning. She didn't spend the night, but our daughter did. And we all went walking. And I kept seeing hearts everywhere on the beach today. And there was this huge one. I have it on my Ria Barta site. It's actually my profile pic. And I'm like, holy shit, did someone do that? Or did it just be that? But it was just formed from our energy and connecting and all that we shared, and the cousins and a couple of my siblings. We went out on the beach and went walking. And what it was the tide was really, really high, but just beyond the high tide, the seaweed was all in this huge shape of a heart, but it was like it rolled in from the ocean. People didn't place it there because it still was kind of embedded in the sand, but it was like, yeah, I couldn't believe it. I never saw such an expansive, beautiful heart, natural like that. And I'm like, holy shit, this means something. And that was before I got her message later on that day. And it was just all about the energy, the frequency, and the connecting. And Mother Earth always reflects our frequency, always will reflect back our energy. Our hearts are one with Mother Earth. And she's that natural healing and balancing and rejuvenation and cycles and deaths and rebirths and all of it. The whole kit and caboodle represents how we are innately, and we work together. So the hearts and the suds. Does your daughter enjoy doing the dishes, Miranda? Anyways, the hearts. When I see hearts, it's just affirmation of the love and the frequency that we're receiving and being. And even in the shitty ass times, it's still a gift. We're still receiving, just that we're only receiving at a more limited frequency. But in a limited frequency, you can only receive so much. So we're always getting what we need, the reflection back that we need, the guidance that we need for ourselves, for our messages. And it's all good, but the higher frequencies definitely feel better because they are actually more closely aligned. They're more closely aligned to our natural state. They have the less beliefs and energies and densities and limitations and all of that, covering that true feeling. So very, very beautiful. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. But yeah, it was really magical because I was actually kind of being a little critical and hard on myself. Actually, I was sort of going through what Stephanie was feeling. And so we were reflecting each other, but because we came together and shared in love, we kind of opened each other up. And it was like we heal one another just by sharing and opening up authentically. All right. So I'm going to do A. Gina and I always bringing in the magic when we create together on Venus Day. When we get together on Venus Day. Does that say Venus? Yes, on Love Day. Yeah, it's very beautiful. So I'm going to do a collective. If you guys shared out and want one, an old personal one, I'm just asking what messages want to be in our awareness right now from the angels, from our guide, whether it be a loved one on the other side or someone you're thinking about, but you can't be with them at the highest frequency of themselves, their higher self coming forth, whatever is in your heart. Oh my God, I just feel my heart opening up now. Or maybe a loved one that's passed or someone you aren't connected with right now that want to be, or someone you miss. I'm feeling it's maybe from someone you miss, but what heartfelt message wants to come through in an angel message? Let me know here. Let me know. I love the picture you shared. Never ceases to amaze me. And I always get snuffly when I do messages and really open up, because it does. It gets everything flowing and it's feeling, and it clears passageways when you really share authentically a piece of you. And we're always doing that. We're always doing that, Spirit says. Don't ever belittle and think you got to be on a high or feel all good about sharing, because sometimes you don't know the difference in the impact you're making just by being you, no matter what. Even if you're not feeling good, but you just maybe said something nice to a cashier and it was honest, or you helped them, or held the door open. And I know these are all just old-fashioned examples. It really matters to that other person because it's love shared. It's an opening. You're opening up your heart, which automatically opens up the other, and vice versa. What you do unto others, you truly do to yourself. And things that come to you that don't feel so good, they're just energies that are reflecting a piece in yourself you need to be aware of. Maybe self-condemnation or judgment or criticizing. When someone's really like all of a sudden says something to you and it cuts like a knife, you can get mad, and that's natural, and allow that. But then what I do is I will say thank you for this, even though I don't understand it. I'll say thank you for this. In my awareness, I know I have something to gain. It's showing me something about myself. And as soon as I let, like, say, the anger or the hurt or whatever, allow those feelings, don't deny them, it's part of it. But I say thank you, even though I don't feel thankful, but I am thankful at a deeper level. Then I get the insight from it. So even those energies where you might feel someone is against you, it's a piece of yourself deep within you that you might not be aware of, and it gives you an opportunity. Those triggers catalyze an energy within you, even if you don't even understand where it came from, or oh no, I wouldn't have that in me. But just going through the feeling of it, just allowing yourself the feeling or the hurt or the pain or the trigger in itself is healing and balancing those energies. You don't need to know where it came from, is what Spirit is saying. You don't need to know the root of it. You don't need to know. Just like when John Thaddeus Fiore teaches his tapping, you don't need to know the root. You just need to be conscious and aware of what you're feeling. All right, guys. Oh, thank you, Leona. Hey, Lauren. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So I'm just going to, I was going to do a collective. You know what? Instead of not, should I do a collective or just go into share? I'm going to do a quick collective. I'm going to do a quick Mother Earth Heart Card collective, and then I will pull some wherever I'm guided to, whether it be an animal, or I'm feeling strongly these today, the Angel Tarots, because I feel like they're little messengers and I read them more intuitively. But I'm going to pull a Mother Earth Heart Card today, which are all images that I found outside and messages from Spirit. Is this the one? I'm going to shake it. If it's meant to come, it'll come again. Shoo. Oh, and I'm going to ring this little bell. So my little son, you know how we do these little bells and clearings, or knock on them, or you'll use these, or a bell, or a singing bowl. Mythos made this. And so I'm just going to ring this to kind of clear the energy. And I keep meaning to to use that, and I keep forgetting. So I put it in a little stand right next to me so I can see it. Mythos's favorite color is yellow. And it only makes sense because he's so filled with joy, and he's so in the present moment, and he truly has a high frequency that's always there, present in the moment, trusting, having confidence, and speaking his truth and acting authentically in every capacity of who he is. And acting authentically doesn't mean you're perfect. It just means you're angry, you're authentic. Whatever you're feeling, you're authentic. You're sharing it authentically. It's not sugar coated. Even a painful part of you that you're sharing is part of you, and it's a part of you you're balancing. So it's okay to, share that as well. Yeah, that same one did come up. It was Nature Heals, right? So this one came up. Two collective messages in there. Just what does our heart need to know, or an angel message? And to me, well, I have to say it's Gaia, Mother Earth. All right, so this one is a heart. I'm not positive what it is. It's on the sand, but I can't tell if it's a stone or like a piece of like a shale stone that's thin. But what does stand out is this. There's a face here. Let me find it. Okay, the face is over on this side. Okay, there's a little eye, nose. You guys see this? And a little mouth. It's a little nose right here, like like an Indian nose. It's a little hooky-ish or strong, a strong nose, kind of like a god, a Greek god nose right here, an eye and a mouth. But what they're eating, it's a heart. It's another little heart here. It's a little heart stone that they're eating. And even now it's coming more clear. I can even see the pupil. I can see the white of the eye here. Can you guys see that? And it's love. They're like speaking. It's almost like just showing what I was just sharing. When you share of yourself authentically, you're sharing love. You're giving and receiving love. You're spewing love, but you're taking in love. You're doing both. As you share love, you're also gobbling it up. When you share a piece of yourself, you're also ingesting it. What the back says is, I already have my glasses on. Nature heals. Getting out into nature will literally draw out negative influences from you and fill the space with high vibrations of soothing, healing, and uplifting energy. Mother Nature is a reflection of your true nature. When you connect with nature, you are realigning to yourself, capital S. So it's also, this even heart kind of shows that out in Mother Earth, right on the beach, you're really realigning and taking in love. The heart here too, taking in love as you go out and connect. And now I see another stinky little face. I say stinky, I don't mean stinky. I just, things start morphing between my eyes. We got a little like, almost like, you see him right here. There's like this angel guide, kind of like a, not Jesus, but sort of Jesus, but Jesus time era. There's like a kind of a mustache, two eyes, an eye here, an eye here. And then we got the hair here. And he's kind of holding on to the heart right here, or overlooking. And then we got another, holy crap, there's faces popping out everywhere. I'm feeling a lot of you guys have a lot of people, loved ones that have passed on surrounding you, whether you're aware of who they are or not who they are from this life. A lot of you we're really surrounded right now by a lot of spiritual guides and energy and love from above. I say above, from heaven, from our heart, in our heart space that we're holding within our heart. And so there's another little face. Where is it? Oh, I can't stand it. Everything's backwards. Face here. You guys see that? There's a beard, a nose, two eyes, more of a, almost a bald guy, but with a beard. Then we got this guy here. And I don't know why they're saying John the Baptist. I'm just feeling John the Baptist. And then we got somebody up here, dark hair, two eyes, a little face right here, almost like they're playing the flute or something, playing the flute or playing an instrument right here. See it? See that line? But see the two black eyes, dark hair, thinner structure, older guy. His mouth is open, bushy beard, bald, maybe even wears glasses. And then I don't know why they're saying John the Baptist, but I'm feeling John the Baptist here. All right. So what does this all mean? Well, John the Baptist baptized people in the river. So I guess that we baptize each other in love as we share authentically from ourselves. And we're all truly spiritual guides. And everybody in our path is actually also guided up above. These guys up here in the invisible, our angels and spirits in the invisible, are guiding all of our connections in the physical, they're saying. And it's a sharing of love to bring forth balance and healing in one another. So when we see a reflection of ourselves, it's an opportunity to balance energies within ourselves to greater love. And that's like feeding. Look at every interaction as feeding you love. And all our interactions are guided from all of our peeps from above. And then the other one is this, death. So maybe someone, is this death? Yep. Maybe some of you guys are really missing and longing for loved ones that have passed, partners that have passed. I don't know if you're still there, Kimmy, but I'm feeling Dale there. All of my, oh my God, so much love. Just because I know you and I know you lost Dale. And as soon as I said that, a total affirmation, I'm sure you're feeling it all wide open in the spiritual chakra, the seventh chakra, Christ consciousness chakra. And then in my heart and my back, everything just went zoop when I made acknowledge that. And this is a frozen dark piece of sand on the beach. And what it says, I'll just read the back. Nothing separates us more than the illusion of death. Death is simply a shift in consciousness. It is not an ending. It is a shift in perception, in an expansion of creation. May the truth of eternity set you free to connect you to all dimensions without boundaries. Rejoice in the continuum of everlasting life. And that's even on a grand scale, just like it says, someone who's passed on enters a fuller expansion of who they are. They shift in the fullness of who they are and all of eternity. But same with when we're in those spots where we're dying to an old part of ourselves, that part of us that we don't feel connected to spirit, or we don't feel connected to our passions, or we feel lifeless, or we feel like we're just, why am I here? What am I doing? It's because you're actually dying to be reborn into that truer embodiment of who you are, your God self. How beautiful. So that's the collective, guys. Bath is to purify and bring all new level of depth. Bathe, bath is to purify, bring all to a new face with a beard and glasses. Whoops, that's weird. I just went from Gina's to Kimmy's. Yes, I feel him. He looks like the face with the beard and the glasses. Oh my God. Yeah, I felt him so strong. And it's not like I never knew him. I've seen pictures at the end. But yeah, he's like, oh, he says, I got your back. So that's why even right now, as I'm tuning into that and his energy and your comment, I'm feeling it in my back. And he's saying, I got your back. I got your back. Because it's like right in my back there. It's really open and strong, but it's not like a pain from the past. It's almost like it's just emphasizing, I got your back. Oh my God. So, oh my God, that's so funny. I love that. And Gina says, bath is to purify a new level of death to an old. Oh, baptism maybe is to purify and bring all to a new level of depth, to old birth anew, to birth anew. Yes. So when we're feeling low, when we're feeling disconnected from spirit, it's just because we're giving birth to a part of ourself that is birthed anew. You know, when they say born again Christian, well, we're always being born again. Christian representing to me just unconditional life, love in life, and that Christ consciousness. So born again, being bathed and baptized in the Holy Spirit, well, that's renewed every second, every day. But when you feel more of a disconnect, it's just because there's a greater rebirthing taking place, like Stephanie, or like all of us. All right, I would love a message shared out and have it. I have to update PayPal with a new card. All right. All right, awesome. Tamara, I will pull you one. Also, I stuck my Rhea Barna one up, but I will also stick my Temple of Sun one. If anyone feels to make a donation, I'm not saying anything specific, but if anyone feels to for a reading. But if you do make a donation, let me know and I will read for you first, and it'll be a more thorough reading. but let me know, and let me know if share it out, and I will also. Okay. All right. So I did see you, Tamara, but there was someone. Hey, Richard, how are you? Thank you for joining. Thank you for sharing out, guys. Yeah, Tamara. Yeah, there's like 3 or 4, and I'm sure if I stayed on that card longer, more would pop out. And it's amazing because this seems like just us boring or a little heart there, but whatever that card was. But when you gaze on it, it's almost like what's it called when you look into a crystal? What's that called, guys? Or a fire? What the hell's that name? Anyways, it's that same thing. It's like looking into a flame. It's like looking into a crystal. It's like reading tea leaves. Things morph as you just kind of gaze softly, and then as you speak and let spirit come through, then you're getting all of these faces popping up, or images, or even people doing things, or objects. Scything, what the heck's it called? You guys will tell me. I can't think of it. Starts with S. All right. Tamra, first. I could see a gnome. Sorry, I'm looking back now. Yeah, faces. Yeah, and I used to get laughed at because I go to a restaurant and I'm like, this is years and years ago, and I'm like, holy shit, do you see this? All these faces in my soup or in my ice cream, and just faces everywhere. And I'm like, but I will stop and I'll like be amazed because it's so detailed. The socket, the eyes, the lines, the everything, that way the hair's falling, the profile, the chin, a dimple. And I will say, well, what are you trying to tell me? What is there for me? What do I need to know? All right. So Tamara, what do you need to know? You got this beautiful, it's embedded in the earth. So this is like, to me, it's anchoring, it's grounding. It's like the whole kit and caboodle. We've got this white kind of rock, but it's all speckled and dark. And I'm seeing a face pop out. Go figure. We got these eyebrows here. Where is it? Eyebrows here and here, a nose, little darkish hair. Anyways, we'll see what comes through here. The lips are like this. Little lips. Okay, now the nose is looking more, holy shit, now it's getting a little different. Now the nose is more triangled, like here. Like I can see the nostril. This is a nostril, and then we got a nostril here. And now the mouth is open, and it's almost like a fang or a sharp eye tooth. I don't know if you've been feeling any kind of fears or energies that might like surprise you. Like sometimes I'll get like this face in my head, like if I'm meditating or shut my eyes, or right just before going to bed and you're just relaxing, and I'll just see this really gory face. So I don't know if sometimes you get gory faces or things that just surprise you a little bit. But what the back actually says, Tamara, is no apologies. Okay, so maybe someone was angry at you. Maybe someone didn't like something you said, or you don't like something they said, because the face was like this, and then it opened up, and then I saw like sharp teeth. But maybe you can see more on there. But anyways, no, it's called No Apologies Necessary, and it actually says don't make apologies to anyone for following your dreams. You follow yours and let others follow theirs. This is how to live your truth. As you follow your dreams, your loved ones are in the hands of God. So sometimes due to our own limitations and limited thinking and not knowing how things can work out, we might not want to follow our dreams because we're afraid of affecting others, or what are they going to say, or how's that going to affect them? And there's just a message here for you to follow your dreams. Don't feel all apologetic, nor does someone need to feel apologetic for maybe not conforming to maybe what you would want as well. It goes both ways. And there's growth on both ends, because although this green, the grass represents growth. So if you're thinking of making a change or following a dream or sharing a truth, something with action, masculine taking action, it's based on growth, and it is going to continue to grow. I don't know what this is here. This is something here to do with these two spots are separate, almost like ribbons. I don't know. Is there a daughter or a girl or a female figure? Ponytails, ribbon, hair pieces they wear, flowers that have some sort of meaning. I'm not sure, but anyways, no apologies necessary for following your truth, because you're the one living your life, not the other, and vice versa. And that's how we learn about ourselves. That's how we blossom, by following our truth, continuing the expansion, Things are never, ever stagnant. God is synonymous with life, is synonymous with love. And it's always growing. It's always growing and it's always expanding. All right, Tamra. Leona, next. Phone technology. Every time I upgrade or do something, oh man, yes, or do an update. This is, I think you asked for one, Leona. I'm not sure. But anyways, I saw your name, so you're getting one. And if it's not resonate for you, and if someone resonates with a card that I say somebody else's name, like the last one was Tamra, now it's Leona. No, if it sticks to you, spirit isn't like, you can't pigeonhole spirit because we're all God source energy and all messages bleed to each other. And it goes to the beginning message. We're all reflecting aspects of one another that need to be integrated. So if one message resonates for you, but I didn't say your name, but it feels right, then claim it. And what we got is a little broken shell here, and there's lots of little holes. And now this one looks like it's a little face here, a little eye, almost like a baby, a little fetus. See the little eye, but he's looking down the way his eyeball, the pupil's looking at this way, but a little tuft of hair kind of, and little like hands reaching out right here. But this little area here looks like oops. This area here looks like a little baby head, if you can see that. Oh my God. But it's almost like he's wondering, like, what the heck? So Mythos, when he was first born, like for the first year, I swear to God, when he was discovering his outside reflection, he would take his hand and lay forever just looking at it. Well, this little guy here is looking like, holy crap, what is this? Like almost like amazed, but like, huh? Like, huh? Not angry, but just like amused, but like, I don't know, mischievous, but trying to figure something out. So I don't know if you're trying to figure something out, but it's almost like when Mythos used to hold his hand up and he would just, none of my other kids, I have 4 kids, never did they ever do that with their hand. Mythos would just stare, and it was like fascinating for him. So I don't know where that and how that could be relating to you, but also the little holes in here represent portals to me of energy shifts of new life, maybe where you have had to be reborn to new life and you go through something difficult, but then it reborns a piece of you. It brings something else out of you. Maybe it was a little angst, a little hard to get through, whatever the little dark spot was. But what it did is when you go through hard situations, it's actually a portal to giving birth to a new you. But he's almost grimacing, but not like in laughter, more like, this again, or almost like he's wrestling with something. But every little thing you wrestle with, Leona, it creates a portal for new life for you. It's literally you shifting to a new awareness of self, embodying it, and it is literally like you keep giving birth to yourself. What it's called is direct deposit. Whenever you think upon that, what makes you happy, it's like putting money in the bank. Those thoughts are a direct deposit into the bank of the universe, just waiting for a withdrawal. The universe always manifests according to the energetic vibration you are emitting. So all the little holes to me represent all of those little withdrawals, all of those little scenarios that you've allowed in your life to work for you, to bring you to a higher frequency, all the little quote unquote sacrifices you have made were a direct deposit into the universe to bring you to a new state of being, to bring you to a new birth of you. So expressing more and more and more and more of you, creating little portals, little areas where you're like, you went through that, might have been a little mini dark night or a little confusion or something you had to grapple with, but then you came out on the other side and you learned so much. It was a portal, like a wormhole, that as you went through it, things aligned and balanced within your energies, within your frequency, and then boom, then you're given a new scenario, new birth, a new expression. All right. If you guys want a mini quickie, let me know. Share out. If you guys made a donation, let me know. I think she meant to type death. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you. Gina, I'll put you on Mother Earth. Thank you for sharing, Gina. Jennifer Boyan, thank you for joining. I see you, Louise. What does Gina need to hear? What does her angel want to show her? Or what they're saying is, Gina, we're not going to give you a card from us. We're going to give you a card of you as an angel for another. This is a twist. They're almost like snickering and they're rubbing their hands and they're saying, we're going to show you how you're an angel to someone. That's a nice way to read. So it's not what you need to know. It's what you have done or are doing or are going to do for another. How are you playing an angel part? Not that this is the only way they're saying in the here and now. Woo, I like this one. This is a vibrant red seaweed on the beach. What I love about it is it's very defined. It's not as abstract as some of them. It's very defined. That red representing passion, representing the root chakra, representing how it, in the middle, it's more dense, but as it gives, it opens up more on the ends. It's got a couple little dark spots there. All right, so this is to be representative of what you are doing for someone. How are you being an angel? So what's standing out is the red, representing the root chakra, primal force, strength, forgiveness, passion. But then we got this little drift. Is it a driftwood or stone right here with some little sprinkles? So what you're doing is you are gifting people with the expression of passionate sorrow. You're showing, I don't know where that came from. Okay, so what is coming from is, the red sacred heart, like say Jesus's sacred heart, and it's bleeding, and blood represents the spirit, the blood of Christ representing your sacrifice. To me, it's how the spirit living through you, through a human experience. And being a human does feel like a sacrifice considering where you were. So you help to show others how their sacrifice as a human is playing out for them, to give them the strength, the inspiration, the connection to their sacred heart. So you help to guide others to their sacred heart. You let them know a gift about themselves. Where's that one you gave me? Well, I got a couple of them here that you drew for me. Well, anyways, this one here, this beautiful, that one there, like that was really beautiful. And then you created my symbol. Where is it? I'm just going to show you real quick as an example, because I know you're so gifted with these paintings. And you said this was my heart or my soul. Ouch! I sit crisscross on the floor. This one, which you said was my heart. I don't know if you guys can see that. It was like, so what you do for others is you put their sacred heart in an expression that they connect to that helps them with the obstacles in life. See this here being an obstacle, but what it does is it actually changes the obstacle, and it shows when you do something for them, you're showing something to them about themselves that makes it easier to confront obstacles and challenges. But you also, in the same token, are showing them how the obstacle and a challenge is a gift of divinity. This is a little bit of, is that sand or snow? A little bit of white sand in this rock, representing the divinity that we gain through going through a challenge or a struggle. And so you hold the energy to show that person their sacred heart. That's all I'm going to say. Unlimited. There is no one method to achieve your goals. There are as many methods as there are truths. They are only dependent upon the frequency you are attuned to and choices you make. It's up to you to choose the inspired path. Make way for abundance to fill your life. When you release limitations, there's no judgment placed on your path. Even that looks like judgment placed on the path. Even this is looking like releasing of limitations, or allowing those perceived limitations to actually help you grow and connect to your divinity. Make way for abundance to fill your life. When you release limitations, there is, okay, I already said that. There's no judgment placed on your path. There's only love to fulfill your creation. So that's what you do for others. That's a lot. Unlimited. You show them their sacred heart, unlimited potential. You show them, but there was something to do with the sacrifice the human takes as you can say an angel that had to really squeeze into density and really put a veil between them and who they really are. a fallen angel, an angel that had to decrease their frequency to be in the physical, which in itself is a sacrifice. So that's kind of the sorrowful Sacred Heart, but you came out of a sacred attunement or alignment to your own soul. So you portray that for others somehow. Through your work, through your art, through your words, through your comments, even your comments of pure love and inspiration when you're on my lives. Wow, it's so powerful. You help to bring out another person's Sacred Heart, their purpose, their spiritual fulfillment on this timeline. All right, very beautiful. 100% true, Gina Plaza. Hey, Thaddeator, did not see you there. Your vision is stronger. Yeah, because I got these stinking things on, even though they're all dirty. All right. All right, Thaddeus, I'm going to pull you one. So what I'm going to do is I'm switching these. I'm switching all of these. Spirit says, let's switch all of these to how are you an angel? What role? Oh my God, I love this. What role are you being an angel? So even for those that I read for already, take it as that's also your role as an angel unto others. And it does go both ways, guys. It does go both ways. So as Gina is doing that, she's also doing that for herself because that is her sacred purpose. It is her soul's journey. So it has to be both ways. So that's what Spirit is saying. Oh, someone donated? Kimmy Siegel, thank you so much, Kimmy. You'll be right after Thaddeator. No, I'm going to stay true to word. You're going to be first, Kimmy, and Thaddeator, if you're still there. Yeah, Kimmy, you're up. I'm going to do you first. So it does go both ways because it's now separate. It's this and that. As you do unto others, you do unto yourself. So whatever someone else, whatever the angel message was for you on the outside, you're also doing that for another. All right, Kimmy Siegel. Thank you so much, Kimmy. Thank you, Tamara, for letting me know. All right. Holy shit. Got freaking 3 of them. All right. So I'll put one of these. Time for a new deck. They're getting sticky. And Thaddeator, I'll pull you one now. I'm going to go eat. Oh, hey, Lauren. I'm so sorry. Thank you for joining and hopping in. Have a good, whatever it is, supper. All right. Kimmy. What does Kimmy need to know? But I love the idea of reading. How are you an angel for others? I love that. It is so empowering. It's almost like, a lot of times, what do we need to know? What are we blocking? What do we need to know? But what these readings are is they're super empowering because you already know what you need to know, damn it. And not only that, you're an inspiration for others. And vice versa. Reflections of Sacred Hearts. Thank you. Very well spoken, Gina. All right. Oh, that wasn't what I wanted to pull you. All right. Obviously, Spirit did. So, okay, I got that one. That just got mixed up. So I was doing a Angel Kimmy for you. I was doing Angel Tarot cards, but when you do decks and you start doing readings and lies, once in a while a card will get stuck in. And I'm like, did I pull the wrong deck? No, they're all the right deck, but you did get a galactic message. So I'll give you that one as well, because it was mixed up and it just fell out. And then obviously, Kimmy, if you have something special in your heart that you're asking, the answer will be also in this message. I gotta ring a bell. When I do donaties, I like to, actually, I'm gonna ring my bell. Ethos' bell. Ethos' little bell. All right, this one helps me to tune in better though, if I'm feeling an energy. That one's great for clearing. This one's more for tuning. That's beautiful. It's amazing when I pick up on just through tones. Oh my God. All right, you got Wicked. Oh my gosh. I'm going to plug that in. Wicked strong connection with Dale today. He is so with you and so present. And maybe it's especially, I'll plug this in a minute. to do with the holiday season. During the holidays, it brings times of memories and times of the past and those connections, and it can get melancholy. You can be a little sad, but I know you're a woman of faith, and things are as they should be, and that he's not really dead. He's more fully alive and all of that. But he is so strong today. And what he showed me on that first ring, whenever I tune, yeah, this is so beautiful. He shows you and him playing as little kids, and maybe you guys were, and maybe you already know this, we're connected on a timeline where you're little kids and you're playing. But I don't think it's so much that you're little kids. Your spirits are playing because you're still, I believe, a romantic partner. But what it is the kid party, you guys wanted to play together. And Kimmy, they show you like sparking these pure white lights he's showing me. And it's like, I want to play. I want to play. I want to play. I want to play with you. Let's go play. And then he's like, I want to play too. Let's go play. I want to play with you. And so there's like, you showed me the image of two little kids just wanting to play together. But it's not necessarily that you guys are brother or sister playing together. It's like the healed child, and now I feel it in my heart, the healed child of you guys within wanting to really play and spark each other and heal those parts and have fun with it and be alive. And they show you, it's just so funny how he's showing me you when I was ringing that first bell. It's like, I want to play. You're all excited and you're like, now, let's play now. I want to play now. Let's go. When the kid's really excited and trying to drag you out the door and wanting to play with him, and he wants to play back. And it's something to do with that healed child now ready to come out and play. But I think there's also a connection to you also actually playing in other timelines as well equally. I don't know if your connection was super youthful or super childlike, or you help to heal each other's child within, but he's playing with your child now as well. Like you guys are playing together from that healed child part within you, that little Kimmy and that little Dale, and you guys are playing, and they just show me you sparking all of this light. And then the middle ring was a little bit like tripped up, and then it boom went into harmony again. So like there was a glitch, there was a time of separation, and where you felt like you didn't have that, and then it goes back again to playing in harmony with each other again. So however way, shape, or form that goes, maybe you healed his child, because we are also saying how I think he's letting you know you were a child for him, a child. Okay, so it's you were his angel helping him heal his child within. I don't know anything about anything, so I don't know if that's right or not, but because that's how we're reading the cards. You were his angel to help him heal the child within, to help him to see the magic and the magic in life, and that little girl excitement. Like, do you see it? Do you see it? Do you see it? I want to go play. Let's go. Like that real anticipation, excitement, 100% belief in magic and life and fairies and love and Santa and what have you. Really excited. You were that for him, is what he's saying. You were that for him. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. And it might have seemed like there could have been a time where it disconnected or things got trippy or whatever, and it didn't seem like that. But then if you felt that you ever were, or there was a disconnect at any point in time, then that harmony came back again. Like there could have been, like anybody is mumble jumbo, but then boom, then the harmony came again. So something to do with that part. Yeah, so you're his angel in that way, and to do with that child and that inner healing, and that just that yellow, like I don't know if you guys have yellow bottles or yellow color, but this is just really standing out, kind of like that yellow clarity of pure joy, pure childlike joy. All right, so what else we got here? So you also got the healing in nature card. Healing, you help to heal others through your connection with nature, Kimmy. And I know that as a shamanic healer and your connection to that journey and that portion and that Mother Earth and Gaia and nature and the animals, the birds, the trees, you are an angel in that way. And you also, oh my God, Mother Earth is saying you are an angel for all of my creatures, my children, like you interpreting their energy and helping to bridge the gap of what those meanings are on all of Mother Earth's plants, creatures, animals. You are the medium for that. You are the space holder. You are the conduit. You are the interpreter. You are the translator. That's what it is. You are a gift to others through your translation of Mother Earth. Knew that would get to me finally. Holy crap. Get it out, Marie. All right. Low battery mode. I think I'm okay for a while. And then you got 3 Mother Earth heart cards. So that only does that power of 3. Okay. So you got 3 Mother Earth heart cards representing the power of 3, the balance, the Holy Trinity, but you also being that translator for Mother Earth. Oh, you got this one. It's new point of view. You're an angel to show others a new point of view. The path you walk is new every day. So this is how you're an angel unto others. This is part of your sacred heart, your goal, your journey, and your goal, actually, your soul's goal, your path. You come to show others a point of view, a new point of view, how to walk a new path every day. For your experience, for as you experience life, you grow in the consciousness, expanding your perception and point of view, which is reflected in your reality, creating a new world. So you are an opening for this new world. You're an opening to show others a new point of view as a mediator for Gaia and all of its creatures, plants, everything, all life form. And this only makes sense. You are one with your divinity. You are anchoring all of that energy, and see all of the different specks in this rock. You are channeling and bringing all of those different energies through the vessel that you are as God source energy, and bringing those energies. Like, say this is a deer, and this is a moose, and this is a fern, or what have you. So you bring forth those energies and show others a new point of view, how to interpret and relate and communicate to their world. And there we got this little broken shell on the beach, lots of portals and openings. Give it up. So this is another thing. You are an angel and a space holder for these specific energies, Kimmy. When you can release the need to control and figure out every little detail in life, they're stepping in and saying this was a lesson or something that was difficult for you. You needed to go through this in order to be the conduit. So they're also acknowledging you, this card, going through this yourself to be that opening. Holy shit. You had to go through this, what I'm talking about in a second, to be that opening for others, to be that portal of light through your own experience. So through your own experiences, you are the channel for that light of that specific situation. And this one's a biggie. Give it up, giving up control, because you have gone through that at a physical level. You are now an example, an angel, a master at being a guide for others concerning giving up control, releasing the need to releasing the need to control and figure out every detail in life. And then only then can you live in true freedom. For when you allow space for spirit to work for your greatest good, joy, and ease. So when you can give it up and release control, you allow space for spirit to work for your greatest good. And even all of these little holes in the shell are releasing space, giving up those areas of control. And what is that? Surrender. And why do we control? Because we don't trust. And why don't we trust? Because we were taught or let down based on a specific expectational belief. So of course we were let down. You're not at the frequency that you were taught as a 5-year-old, or the energy that you were told to believe. So we were disappointed, and then you might carry that energy with you. I'm not saying you're doing that now. This is just in general, where we were disappointed. Then we want to control the situation, because for the child or the human being, it hurt not to have that fulfillment, not to have that expectation, not to have that wish granted. And then we try to micromanage, and then we want to manage all of our energies to kind of keep things on track, or not to experience that hurt and pain. But the only reason we experience the hurt and pain to begin with is because we had an expectation, but that was based on a limiting belief. So you have gone through a lot of shit, and now you are able to be an opening and show others, or give them the tools as well, the tools and the information in the translator for Gaia to live limitlessly in abundance on earth through your own openings, your own, you're a mouthpiece for every challenge you've overtaken. You've mastered it. So you're an angel to help people to release control. And as they release control, they're not losing control. They're actually giving it up to a higher power to get more out of it than they would have than if they tried to micromanage and manipulate their life. All right. Holy shit. Okay. Great reading. Fluidity. Well, go figure. So the galactic energy supporting, so I'm feeling the galactic energy supporting you, your galactic energy supporting you as an angel of all that I just said is fluidity, Andromeda, parallel. So you have a parallel life reality that is supporting your soul's purpose as Kimmy Siegel in these card readings as that translator for Gaia and offering assistance and guidance to have a good physical free life on earth, to free the physical to live on earth more by releasing control. So releasing control is a big one for you, and giving it up and surrendering. And surrendering, you gain so much more. So fluid, and that's going exactly what, shit, I just can't believe the way these are in sync. So being fluid, going with it, going with the changes, going with the glitches in life, knowing if something happens, just go with it. It's working for you. Don't try to control the changes. Go with it. Be fluid. Go with the flow. Follow your heart. Don't try to know everything. So you have a lot of support in a parallel reality concerning actually your physical soul's purpose. That energy is fluidity and going with the flow, being spontaneous, going with the changes, and even at times being impulsive yourself. Because sometimes people aren't spontaneous and impulsive because they think they need to have control of the situation. They think they need to know the outcome. They think they need to have the plan, the steps. And you're teaching spontaneity through fluidity, through trusting, and through being a guide of Mother Earth. Holy crap. So powerful. All right. Last but not least, the crown portal. This is, I didn't even know I pulled this. I don't know where the hell it came from. So thank you, Father. Abundance. Number 8, abundance. And it's your crown chakra that is really being active, receiving just lots of activations and remembering concerning your connection to unconditional love, to the Christ being, to Christ consciousness. You are that portal for that unconditional love. We all are, but you're a portal being active. You got lots of activations, remembering a lot of it has to do with this support here too, from the parallel Andromedan life. And concerning your kind of, I guess you would consider it shamanic, right? Your shamanic journey, or your way of using Mother Earth as a partner in bringing balance and to free people to live a free physical life. So the crown chakra is really activated. Your connection to Mother Earth it's through the crown portal. Even though you might think it's through your root chakra, it's you ground it through your root chakra, but it's because of your Christ consciousness, your spiritual portal, the portal. The crown chakra opening up to all of these higher frequencies, and you ground them. You're a portal for the higher frequencies, but you translate and you speak it through these. Does that make sense? And that leads to abundance. And what is a true abundance? It's freedom. Freedom to live your physical life in the physical world, in the new frequencies on planet Earth in freedom. And how do we do that? We release control. We trust. We be fluid. We allow Mother Earth to balance us and to show us and to speak to us. So that is how you, Kimmy Siegel, are an angel. And yes, remembering in my dreams. Remembering what? I'm going to put my phone plug in because I don't want it to go dead. I'm going to take these headphones off for a minute, guys. So yeah, also that I don't know why I'm having such a hard time saying crown chakra. So the crown chakra is really activated, and you will receive more in your dreams as well. Wow, I can hear better without these. Going with the flow of the living water. Yes. Sounds like fairies always wanting to play. Oh, you earlier. Yes. Yes. All right, Kimmy. Hopefully that made sense to you. Oops, that was for, can you see go? Hold on here. You guys can hear me okay, right? Since I took those headphones out, let me know. Let me know if you could hear me. Yes, receiving more of my dreams. Thank you so much, Kimmy Seago. That was a beautiful reading, very powerful. And it's so beautiful because it is us wanting to maintain control that prevents us to actually living that life of abundance and freedom. So yeah, you are aiding and helping others in that. So thank you, Kimmy. All right. I know I said I was going to pull one for John Thaddeus if he's still there. Okay, Thaddeator. We always had fun, silly. Yeah, it just seems really young and youthful. Best friends. Oh, okay. Those weren't. I didn't see those. I didn't see those comments earlier. Kind of popping in. Yes. All right. So, John Thaddeus. Same thing for John. Give it up. So, John, you assist others also through all of the struggles and all of the humanistic limiting beliefs. And as you've overcome them and working through them, you also have given up yourself to the flow, to surrendering. And I know yours is through self-acceptance, but you have to accept the self to truly live the life you want to live. So yours obviously is through self-acceptance and accepting all parts of you, because guess what? You're made in the image of God, right? And you're pure God source energy. So all parts of you are as well. So you bring forth that understanding and allowance for others to frickin' accept themselves. How awesome. Through all of the challenges, this pure divine shell, it's a broken shell, but is it broken? No, it's in your brokenness that you become whole and filled with love and become a conduit for for unconditional love and compassion and understanding. This shell actually looks better broken. So what we thought was broken really isn't broken. It is our spiritual gift. And also give it up when you can release the need to control and figure out every detail. Only then you can live in freedom. For then you allow space for spirit to work for your greatest good and joy. So with your EFT and your teachings and your readings, you teach and show people how in a practical way to give it up, to allow, to release, in order to allow their heartaches, their pain, their emotional trauma, to open them up to a greater piece of themselves. And then within that pain and that trauma actually lies your gift simultaneously. So it's in your brokenness that we finally get to break free and allow the true, authentic part of us, ourself, our gift to humanity to come forth. Beautiful. All right. I don't know if John was still there or not. Melanie, you are next. So that's how you are an angel for others. Let me shuffle these. Melanie, thank you for sharing. All right, Melanie, you're an angel. Okay. So this one fell out. This is this is extra potent because it popped out and I thought I read it once. So I stuck it back in and it popped out again. So strong message for you, Melanie. You're an angel as well for others by allowing yourself to be that portal for a new point of view, to be the eyes. You see through a new point of view because you've done the work. You've allowed so many parts of yourself. You've integrated yourself. You've accepted and healed and balanced so much that brings you to that high frequency that gives you a new point of view. So through your own personal experiences as Melanie, you're able to be that space holder and that set of eyes. And it's more than eyes. Are you feeling? Are you wicked feeling? Not visual, but do you know through knowing and feeling? You emit you emit through how you feel a new point of view as well. So maybe the way you self-express, you show you relay the message of a new point of view through how you live your life and your expression of you. You give others a point of view, even without necessarily speaking or saying anything, just your own confidence and your own point of view. You emit an energy to give others a new point of view through your way of being. So the path you take is new every day. For as you experience life, you grow in conscious, expanding your perception and point of view, which reflects a new reality, creating a new world. So this is really beautiful too, because it shows us whatever our greatest challenge was is what we actually came to master. And in that mastery and allowing our challenges, our suffering, or climbing the mountain or lows, we gain a new point of view. We gain something that was lost. We are able to gain from our losses. It's so beautiful how that works. And then that's how you're an angel unto others. So it's through your getting a ringing in my left ear. So through that, you really, we all are angels through our own experiences as we master them. And master them doesn't mean we become perfect. It simply means we allow what's before us. We allow the feelings, we allow what we're going through, and then we allow it with an open heart. And then we gain insight and understanding. And because we aren't judging and we're allowing, that's a high frequency. And then we are a receptor to give and receive higher frequency guidance. So very beautiful, Melanie. All right. Next, claircog. Okay, claircognizant. Yeah, I was feeling. So that's knowing, right? You just know stuff. Not clairsentient as in feeling. It was knowing. Oh, yes. Recently learned this. Oh my God. Yeah, because I was feeling like, no, she embodies it. It's a knowing. And I feel that a lot too. It's just like, I don't know how I know, I just know. And what it is actually you're so finely tuned within. It's like you're able to connect all the dots within instantaneously. It's almost like you can take a subject matter at a unconscious level, a question or something you're dealing with, or what position to take or what direction, because you've got all of these little synapses, these receptors all acting at once. And it's not just now, it's like everything just knows, because it's so fine. All I can say is your makeup is so finely tuned and on point. It's able to make sense and connect all the dots at an unconscious level, and you just bang, no. Ah, so cool. Oh, those glasses are too much unless I'm reading. They're just little dollar store glasses. All right. Anybody else? Hey, fresh or Presh. I'm sorry. I took the glasses. So when you put magnifying glasses on and you take them off for a minute and everything's all screwy and your eyes gotta like readjust. Thank you for joining. Louise, thank you. I don't think I pulled one for you yet, Louise. All right, Louise. Quickie. How are you, Louise, an angel unto others? Where has Louise's mastery brought her as an angel, as a guide? I don't know if you do coaching at all. They're saying coach, as a coach. Maybe you coach, maybe you cheer on people. Do you, are you a person's cheerleader? Like when someone does good, a feeling that you want to point it out, you encourage. You're an encourager. Immediately I'm feeling you're an encourager. All right, Louise, what else has Mother Earth got to say for you? I have dollar store, yes. Okay. Louise. All right, what do we got here? Man, you guys are all getting these like pure white hearts, whether it be a stone or a shell. And that is telling me how open and connected in the work you have done to allow. We always hold our divinity. We always are a God source energy. We always are our higher self. But the white is showing that you have worked through things to dissipate the veils, the beliefs, the limitations, the boundaries that might have been set up prior in your life. And you've like released them, and you're really connecting and embodying your divinity, which to me is your divine frequency imprint, what makes you, your soul's purpose, your soul's path. through your allowing yourself to go through the struggles, the challenges, and accepting and trusting and surrendering and all of the whole kit and caboodle. But we got a really dark portal here. Dark. I don't mean dark isn't bad. I feel like you've overcome something really, really strong. Maybe you are able, oh my God. So I said you were a cheerleader or an encourager, able to show somebody the positive. So I'm feeling you're able to, for others, really help them through their dark times or their limited thinking or perception. I'm feeling you are a space holder to help others through their dark spots in life, because this is emphasized. And the readings are about how are you an angel and a guide to others. So I think you are really there to receive the pine needles, receive high inspiration and guidance through your own self. You kind of know or what to say intuitively. I'm feeling you're very intuitive and know how to help others through their traumas or their negativity, or if they're seeing something limited or in a negative way, you're able to shine some insight on it for them to guide them. And even the pine needles here, pine needles are high frequency receptors, the needles, but they also look like a sword also in a way. So you're able to show them and help them and guide them through cutting off attachments or limitations or energies that might not be serving them intuitively. I'm feeling you're very intuitive, Louise. What's the back say? Be true. Being true to yourself is the greatest son of a bee, is the greatest accomplishment. For that is your connection to your soul purpose and the source of your greatest creativity. Is that not the truth? That is your superpower. That is what makes us superhuman. Of course, being true to yourself, that means you're connecting and being true to your God self, your divine imprint. What makes you you is your greatest accomplishment, because that's what you came for. And that's where your superpower lies. So you're able to help bring that and guide that out of others. Are you a teacher at all? Are you an art teacher or creativity? Through creativity. So it's also the source of your greatest creativity. So maybe you're creative at showing others how to do things and how to work around things, project things, make things. I don't know if you're a painter or an artist. If you're not, you're very creative and you're able to show creative ways and helping people to work through, to help them to connect to the true part of who they are. Thank you so much, Louise. Beautiful. Hi, Angie. Thank you for joining. Please let me know your page. I'd like to join next time and see the other comments. Angie, you are on my page. It's Temple of the Sun, or I don't know where you are. Oh, it says Facebook. So Temple of the Sun. And if you share out or would like me to pull you a quickie, I will. Just ask me. And all of the comments and all of this is also on replay if you want to watch it later and read the comments. With children, yeah. Yeah, I'm feeling like creative and light and almost like not being sneaky, but in a way, how to incorporate creativity and make something or make it fun through creativity. Like you're able to take something that might seem kind of taskful or heavy, you're able to put a creative spin on it to lighten up the energy and make it fun. Oh, you're at a place to heal. Okay. Yeah. So I'm a moderator on that. So I share on that one simultaneously. But my page is Temple of the Sun. But I'll pull you one, Angie. Actually, wait, I'm still on who am I on right now? Louise. Okay. I didn't show you the card. I was just picking up everything intuitively, right, Louise? Okay, Angie. I will pull you in a second. Louise, about all that was intuitive, right? Or no, Louise, yours was, where did it go? You had the little dark spot, right, Louise, on that white shell? Or was that the last person? Okay, I'm holding this card for a reason, and it's the only card I'm holding. All right. So what I'm going to read is, I love this card. It's on this one's on the sidewalk, and it was just a little blotch of like black tar on the like brick on the sidewalk, in this perfect shape of a heart. But what stands out to me is it's like there's this little shooting star inspiration. So look at, you can almost see a faint, like a shooting star out of someone's heart. And you said you were creative and work with children, unless this is also for you, Angie. But it's about reaching for dreams, showing people to believe, kind of like that Tinkerbell or fairy dust or Disney. You know how Disney's always about believing, and like the Cinderella story, and believing in your dreams, reaching for your dreams. Well, this heart, out of it, it's connected. The little star has that little film connecting to the heart. So this is just portraying, showing others you're an angel to help show others to reach for their dreams and believe in their dreams. And what it says is cleanse. When you forgive yourself, so you teach people to how to forgive themselves and show them the good in them. Because it says when you forgive yourself, it may feel as if a huge wave has washed over you. As the wave washes over you, it takes with it any darkness, hidden blockages that you are holding on and making yourself accountable for. Once you are purified by the spirit of love, your light is free to flood your being once again. So this is like being an angel and helping others see their light when they're not feeling so light filled, or when they're feeling a little bit discouraged or frustrated or in despair or not seeing the beauty in them. You are able, you're able to help them connect to their dreams, and to show them their beauty, and then they can accept themselves more, and then they're flooded with love through your compassion and through you showing them and sharing that. So you help to show others where they don't have to be so hard on themselves or critical. Areas that make them special, you bring out of them, like the star coming out of the heart. You bringing this out of the person to show them what makes them special. And then it's like a flood and a wave of love, because you've shown them something they weren't aware of, or you acknowledge something maybe they were doubting. That is a beautiful gift. So I'm feeling that's for you, Louise, but it could as well be for Angie, but I'm going to pull you in, Angie. Okay, good. That was Louise. Because as I was talking to Louise, I was still holding this card and I wasn't sure. All right. Or was it? Okay, yeah, Melanie already did. Very beautiful. Send some purple hearts to Ria. Thank you. That might clear me up a little bit. All right, last one, Angie. You relate also. Yeah, I'm feeling it was tied in. And like I said, we're all reflecting aspects of one another. So one message for someone might bleed into a piece of you that needed to be brought out. Today's messages, Angie, were about how we're angels and guides for one another. So many of us are always seeking for connecting, want to know who our angels are, who our spirit guides are, who's helping us. And what Spirit shared with me through my sister-in-laws, we are each other's angels. We are each other's guides, speaking to each other. So Spirit thought it would be fun to show us how we are actively being an angel or a guide or an energy we're working with to be that reflection for the other that they need. All right. Who am I on, Angie? I think that's you and your little guy, is it? The picture on your profile? So cute. All right, Angie. All right. So I'm going to pull this one real quick for you as well, Angie, even though I think that last message piggybacked for you as well. We got a little interlocking seaweed. It's so cool. It's in the perfect shape of a heart. Oh, sorry, this light. But it's actually two different types of seaweed, but they join together. We've got the solar plexus representing the yellow, confidence, power, trust, kind of merging with the sacral and root chakra. So I'm feeling that you help to ground confidence in people. You help to show them and connect to their personal power and ground it, and to bring it into their life in the physical. Like if someone is feeling not very confident, you might be able to help or show them areas within themselves, how powerful they are, and to trust it, and so they can incorporate it in their physical everyday life. But what it says is chain reaction. Your energy creates a chain reaction interlinking you to all of life. The focus of your energy will show itself in all areas of your reality. You are the source of all the connections in your life. So you help to be an angel, a guide, a space holder to let others connect to their power, to empower themselves. And it could be just the way you carry yourself, the way you live your life, um, the things you do, how you do it, because you are aligned to your heart and others. It helps to see a piece of themselves or what they aspire to or who they can be by how you demonstrate and live your life. It gives you help to give others the confidence to be creative and to empower themselves in their everyday life. That's what I feel for you, Angie. Was that Angie? And last but not least, I saw someone else pop on. Carol, please share out. And yes, I will pull you a quickie. Last one, even though I said Angie was. Oh, thank you. I got shivers. Yeah. So if you have shivers, like me too, like if spirit's coming through really strong or a spirit, literally, I do. I get shivers or it's affirmation. It's affirmation, obviously. Not that you always have to have shivers for affirmation. Sometimes you just know, but it's kind of cool. Okay, so who am I on here? Did I put that up? Carol. All right, Carol. 2 popped out for you. So I'm going to just real quickly. This is a seaweed on the beach. And what's standing out is all of these little seaweed pieces sticking up like a little antenna in the clarity of the heart space. So it's 2 different types of plants. We got like a blade of grass seaweed. Then we got this other one with all of these little things. So to me, all these little antenna things sticking out, and then the sea foam bubbles. The sea foam bubbles, to me, the sea foam on this seaweed on the beach, to me, it represents potentials and portals and information that you're able to receive. All of these things are before us all the time, choices, even when we don't feel like it. We always have a choice on where to place our thoughts. And our thoughts will create a frequency. It'll create an emotional state. So to me, your superpower is you have the ability to pick up on potentials for people, potential for your life. You're able to show others potentials through a high frequency because the heart spaces is really open and clear. So I'm feeling you are an open receiver to help guide or demonstrate for others all the potentials available that people might not even know they have available. And even if you can't take physical action, you're able to somehow convey that they have always a choice to put their thoughts on where they want to place them. We always have control over our frequency and our thoughts, and then that will create opportunities. That in itself, a positive thought will create limitless potentials represented by all of these little foam bubbles. But what it says is walk on. Open doors are sent by the universe, created by you, just like we said, through our frequency. Don't be afraid to walk through. These opportunities would not present themselves if you were not capable or had something to gain. Trust in yourself, trust in life. So I'm feeling you're an angel for others by showing others and encouraging them to walk through open doors, to trust, to keep their frequency high in order to create and walk through the doors that they want. So you help to bring trust to people or show them or explain in a certain way all these opportunities that they might not be seeing. And yet another one. So I'm just going to read it real quick. True reflections, mirrors will reflect a more clear image of you as you release that which is not you. Take off your own mask and costume. The physical world in which you live will expose a beauty beyond words. As you realize your true nature, the world will reflect love. So here we've got it's a pavement heart, and it's created by the snow falling in the shape of a heart. But it says the world will reflect love. To me, what I see here is open wings. Like I see a little head with the antennas and the wings right here. So you could say it was kind of a butterfly or an angel opening up. And that's also represented by the white snow. Snow represents crystallized water, which are the crystallization of our thoughts. These both go together. So you help to show others, again, reaching for the higher thoughts, the higher frequencies, and that helps with self-transformation to create the life they want through through the new frequency. I'm getting worn out now. I'm finding myself having to strain. You help others to trust in themselves, and you hold space for others by reflecting clarity of thought. I feel you're a very positive person. You don't get caught up in mumbo jumbo. You're able to hold clarity in your heart. So that acts as a mirror for others. You act as a mirror for others, projecting what is possible for them. All right, I'm done. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you for sharing out. Thank you, Kimmy, for donating. Thank you, guys. Yeah, I just wanted to share that. If you didn't see the beginning, you can go back and watch it. All right, guys. Happy holidays. Have an awesome long weekend if you do. And always give thanks. Give thanks for who you are. Thank yourself. Spirit is saying, thank yourself. Thank yourself for being here. Thank yourself for going through the challenges in life. Thank yourself for going through the limitations, because the limitations and the contrasts have shown us who we really are. We need the dark to show us the light. We wouldn't know how bright we are if we never had any darkness to shine on. You guys are all masters. You're master light blasters. Through your allowance, through allowing the journey of you, through trusting in you, and to thank yourself for all of you. All of you thank yourself, Spirit is saying, for who you are and what you have chose. All circumstances are serving you and are acting as service to others. All right, guys, may you all shine. Shine, shine, shine with the entirety of all the love and light that you are.